And this is another weather update. We do have a moderate risk for severe weather in place tomorrow from the lower to mid Mississippi Valley. Of course, that enhanced risk around that, and the slight risk even bigger around that enhanced risk. You can see many big population centers inside of this. Memphis is one of them. Memphis southward down that Mississippi River Valley. That's where we're expecting our very big severe weather potential for tomorrow. You can see our tornado threat is huge, very big and dangerous situation setting up tomorrow for tornadoes. You can see we also do have that wind threat. These storms are going to pack a punch, and we also do have that hail threat. Not as big, but a lot of these storms are going to have hail, so to keep that in mind as well. But again, looking back at that tornado threat, we do have that 15% chance hatched area, which means there's a potential for EF2 or higher tornadoes to form in this area. So very big tornado threat. This needs to be taken seriously. So now let's time out these storms. As you can see, by the time we go into 10 a.m., these storms are really getting their act together, starting to initiate. So this is going to be mid-morning when these storms really start to fire off. Then by the time we go into 3 p.m., so mid-afternoon, these storms are really starting to get their act together. We're going to have multiple supercells forming into northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas. Of course, the placement is going to differ from what the HRRR model right here says. Again, this is the HRRR model, very accurate model depicting what the radar could look like as we go into this event. And you can see multiple supercells in this area, so that is not good news. A lot of these supercells could have rotation on them, so that's something to watch when you're looking at the radar and you're in these highlighted areas. Make sure you're watching out for those types of storms. And then by the time we go into 8 p.m. here, you can see we still have those storms, those supercells going across the Mississippi River into Mississippi, southern Tennessee, also northern Louisiana, and into eastern Arkansas. Again, this is going to be an all-day event, even into the night. And then by the time we go into early Wednesday morning, we are going to see a line of storms form into Georgia, southern Alabama, and southern Louisiana. That tornado threat is going to go down, and that wind threat will still be there for those places. The last thing we're going to look at is the significant tornado parameter here, and you can see we have significant tornado values from 4 to 7, even up to 10 in these places. I'm really watching you guys into eastern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and into central northern Mississippi, as well as into western and central Tennessee, also into northern Alabama. That's where I expect these supercells to form, and they could be long track. Again, if you are in these areas, make sure you have a way to get your warnings. Make sure you have that plan in place, because this is to be taken seriously. This is a very big severe weather event, and we hope nothing too bad happens, but a lot of tornadoes are going to be possible, so make sure you are ready for this if you're in those highlighted areas. All right, as always, especially stay prepared out there if you are in those highlighted areas by the Storm Prediction Center, and I will see you soon with more weather.